call recording. That being said, we actually are going to try revamp when it comes to the LLCs. We're going to shift from Wyoming. I'm going to look up a couple other states, and we're going to probably partner and use those states because now the Wyoming LLC with the Dealer Connect is getting hot. Corey came through super fast, super quick because you went Florida. My Wyoming customers, they're starting to get like a one like same day process is starting to take 3-4 days to get approvals and stuff, and we don't have time to waste. So I like the hey, same day approval. Hey, we got you good. How many cars you want? Blah blah blah. Rather than wait, okay, we need this, then we send more stuff and all that kind of stuff, right? We want to make it as easy as possible. Jeremy's going to do what he does when he builds them fleets out, for you guys to make sure that he's going to make it happen, but making it happen quicker and more effective is what's important. So those of you who move forward with packages, right, especially the ones who chose, championship package, and everybody who was there already, we already are taking care of you guys. But those who move forward with the championship package, if you've already created an LLC, we're going to go ahead and get you another one, and that it may be fine for these last wave, but from now on we'll preach another way, and I'll put it out to the community as well. But yeah, so I did have to address that. That way everybody knows Wyoming is still our play in our bag, but quick processes for the Dealer Connect may not be the play. Funding is still the play, but why have somebody make two when you can just have one do everything, right? So it's not a bad thing if you've already got your Wyoming LLC. That might be your funding LLC. Let's go get another one and do your car LLC or whatever it is. We why not have multiple anyway, right? If you have multiple LLCs, you have multiple opportunities for funding. You got multiple opportunities to be, in a position to obtain assets and obtain capital from the bank. Remember, they look at the profile as a PG. So as long as you got another LLC, you can go to another bank and get more money. You can go to another bank and get more money every time you rinse and repeat, right?
Hey,
So
Trev, can I say something real quick?
yeah, who's that? Danny? Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. All right, I'm up here in Ohio, right? Down in
Mhm.
Kentucky, you can file LLCs online. It's $40 and they do it right then. Like you type it and then it's done.
Which one? What is it? Ohio?
No, down in Kentucky. I'm right on the border of Kentucky. I'm in Cincinnati, so
Okay,
but
so Kentucky LLCs, and then do they have registered agents as well there?
yeah, that's separate. Those are 49.
Okay, so I mean, well, that's good. That's obviously a cheaper price, and hopefully, no one's turnaround time is going to be quite like Wyoming's, but if they're quick, that's even better, right? Wyoming used to give us.
Trevor, like you type it in online, then it's done. Like you get the LLC, like it's like they do it right then.
So you get your LLC, your character, your characters and everything.
Like you print it out after you pay it and press enter.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's fire. Okay,
yeah, yeah. Like it's
Kentucky, post that in the community, man. Go to Sauce and Game, post it. Let everybody know you got it. That's the kind of stuff that we spread. Obviously, this call will be in there, but that's a post. That people are gonna you find is valuable, and tell them you can even drop a link. Say, hey, Kentucky is the play for LLCs. It's this price. It's same day. You get all your paperwork, your registered agent, and then here's the link. Spread that. That's what we
yeah,
want
yeah, yeah. I gotta
to
put
want to
that in
spread
there.
that.
It's for anybody doing nonprofit too. It's $8 for a nonprofit, and it's 40 for corporations too. So
Okay, bet. All right, well, shit. Let's get it. Let me go ahead and make sure I put this post in there and say I'm live because of I'm live now. Sorry for delay. I'll take it. I'll take the L. I'll have accountability, even though it wasn't on me. I don't want to make nobody. If you was on the call, you got the bread and you got the truth. You know where the truth is lie. But I'll go ahead and I'll take the blame. I'm cool with that. All right. Yeah, I appreciate that, Danny. Good looking out. Post it. Let them know. Spread the word.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, no problem, no problem.
who we got? Let me see. Okay, you're gonna get in that game. Yeah, Corey, for sure, get in there. That's true, Amy. Obviously, everything is private over there at Wyoming. Some people like the privacy. Now with the BOI not being a thing anymore, glad I didn't pay. I've never paid for the BOI. I've always told my students to do it the right way. Like I've always told y'all, I never want to misinform y'all. I can skate the edge, right? I have the capital and things to come get me if you want. I'm getting that. I'm gonna be good, right? But I try to teach you guys the right way. No type of, risks
Right.
involved with you guys, right? So
They can't
but
see
the
you.
BOI, I mean, you lost $25. I mean, you can look at
I
it
do
that
have my camera on, but they
if you
can't see
paid
me.
somebody else to file it, you lost that money.
Yeah.
People that were paying people like $100 to file BOIs.
Now
So
we do.
you've lost that. So I mean, but other than that, I mean, we don't got to worry about that no more. So it's still Wyoming is still a play when it comes to having everything private and having everything on your own, but it may slow down the car process, right? So um appreciate that, Amy. That is true. Total anonymous, so you're good to go. What questions we got? I'm pretty sure we got some questions in here. I see a couple new, obviously new mentees. Congrats to Bree and Special Roads. Husband, wife went ahead and came through, came through with the packages. They're gonna get started with us. They're gonna get everything going. Um, they're also from the Allegiant Vet community as well. So you got a strong community of individuals in here that are from the same home spot that you guys are from. So congrats on moving forward. Let's level you up. Let's get you there next, right? Um, what questions we got though? I know we
You're
got
so funny.
questions. There's got to be.
Um, I have a question when it comes to the insurance when once you, I guess, you get the cars.
Mhm.
Because I was watching some of your old videos and you said to make sure you have gap insurance, which is it should be a given to get it regardless.
Mhm.
But if you're not driving the cars, are you still wanting to get personal insurance on all the cars, or is there something separate that you can get in the meantime that the cars are not out on the road, like being rented out?
I would always cover your vehicles, right? Like, and you could choose budget wise. I mean, I've always told you guys that I tell you the way I've done it, right? And then you guys can either do it better or worse, right? But always cover your vehicle. You could choose commercial policies. You're going to pay more. You could choose personal policies, add to, I mean, you already have a household with drivers that you could list as drivers. So an insurance company is not going to say like, damn, why do you have four cars? Well, there's four adults here and we all drive. So we need four cars, right? So they're not going to bat an eye on that. And I've said it a bunch of times. I've never been audited by my insurance company. Geico's never pulled up to the house like, hey, you never, ever in my life, me or any of my friends has the vehicle insurance people audited us having vehicle insurance come to the house. They usually just raise your premiums if they find anything out. And you always deal with that with every insurance agency anyway, right? So choose to run it best that whichever way best fits your budget. The way I did it was obviously I put a bunch of them on personal because I didn't want to pay for commercial policies at the time when I started. It was just too expensive for what I wanted to do and where I wanted to take it. So I put everything on the personal, and then
Okay.
I didn't put any of the personal insurance cards in the glove box. All that stuff stayed with me. I only put the Turo policy cards because Turo is going to give you an insurance policy. I only put that in the glove box. So
Okay.
if an incident happens, right, like a wreck or something happens, I mean, they're obviously going to go to the glove box and they're going to look for some type of insurance because the police officer is going to say proof of insurance registration. Then they're not your personal policy is not even aware of what's going on, right? They only can pull the Turo one. Then they can say, hey, I'm in a rental, blah blah blah. And then if usually 9 times out of 10 with the automations that set up, they're told to tell you to hit them up right away. So they got to hit you up right away if there's no injuries, right? Obviously, if there's injuries and people are dying, call 911, right? But if
Right.
that's not the case, I need to be informed as soon as there's an accident so I can tell my client how to maneuver the conversation, how to maneuver of what's going on. Like, hey, look, you're in a rental. This is the policy. Let me talk to the person that you got in the accident. You can kind of take control of your business and run it your way, right? Um, that's the best option. Uh, protecting your assets to continue to make money, right, is the safe case. So if you're risking it not having insurance, you're just playing with your profit. You're playing with your money. You could lose, total loss, and then when you lose that, you lose income, right?
Right.
Just like Jeremy says, ABI is pretty good. It's about $100 per car per month, right? And it's in the business name. I've used the ABI as well. But I've had more than 3 cars, just like you just said with tent right there. I use tent. Now that's all I use. I only have, like, all of my cars, 30 of them are everywhere else. I only have 7 listed on my Turo platform, and they're all with tent, but most of them are my personal drivers. Like, I have my Turo policy, but I have tent as my actual policy for those cars, right? So I go that route. It's just all in one. Like, why, you know what I mean? And it's actually cheaper than ABI. Tent's the one that hit me up and said, hey, we've actually found a cheaper solution, and they beat ABI by like about $10 or $20. Every
So
dollar.
you have to have at least 3 cars? Is
Yeah,
that what
with
it says?
yeah,
Okay.
you have to have 3 or more
Well,
to.
we're already looking at more than 3, right?
Yeah, 100%. We're looking at about 4
Right.
or 5. And we may
Um,
jump on that earlier. I got some more word from Shantae today.
okay.
We may jump on the cars and just go get active with the vehicles. Just because I don't want to delay anything. I told her to give me an in-depth look at your whole profile of, like, hey, what can we get as it stands right now? But I don't like to shortchange everybody. Everybody comes in here and everybody wants to rush the process. Everybody wants the funding and everybody wants to do that. I'm just gonna keep bullshitting you along until I know I can get you what I guarantee you. Because if you
Right.
rush my process, and then you're going to hold me accountable, because, like, hey, I bought into this and it came with a 50K or more guarantee. Like, but if you fuck my flow up and don't allow me to do what's right, then you're going to be trying to hold me accountable for that situation. I don't want that to happen. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to patiently wait, but I'm like, come on, man, I want to hurry up and get this on. I want to get
And
it
it's and
going.
it's yeah,
But I get it. Like, we're
it's
just
like
waiting on
that.
that. We're just waiting on them cards to hit, and once they hit, I feel like that's it. But I refresh it every day. I'm like, come on, just show on the credit file, like just show on it, and it's just not showing yet. So
I mean, I would call Experian and ask them for a refresh. Like, hey, I paid these cards down. I need can you refresh my account? What do you see? Because if we see utilization at the level where it's at, we're not going to go try it. There's no need. Then we're
yeah,
burning a hard inquiry. Like, we're pulling something, burning a hard inquiry, or we're risking Chase only saying, hey, here's 20K. Like, no, motherfucker, I want 50K. I want what, you know what I mean? I want what I came for, right? So I never want that to happen to anybody. So my dispute specialists are the same way. They're not going to pull the trigger early. Now, if you guys start applying real pressure and you're like, fuck it, I want to go, and then you start putting pressure on me, I'll do it, bro. I'll do it 100%. But I'll make it clear that you can't hold me accountable for that. Like, I understand everybody wants to get in the game and they want to get, obviously, at a minimum, you want to get your investments back, right? Like, and that's why I cover that guarantee. But you can get your investment back with the money as well. Like, with the business, I went the opposite. I didn't go with funding first. I already had a little capital. I had about 20 or 30,000 when I started, and I just went for the cash flow. You got to kind of know where you're sitting at. Do you want the cash flow? Is the cash flow more important right now, or is having the capital the most important thing? So that, you know what I mean? Like, if you're not going to use the capital to make money right away anyway, let's go get some more cash flow. That's what this shit goes off of, a 30-day cycle, right? It's like your bills come in 30 days. So let's create the cash flow. Just understand funding will have to, it's going to be, it might be delayed a little bit, right? But if you're patient, you can be patient. I got people that are patient. A client, I mean, he puts it in the wins. Like Alan, Alan was super patient. I think he signed up in the beginning of November. Or maybe October, November timeframe. We went through our optimization, right? He had decent credit, but there was still stuff that needed to be touched up. Around January, he posted his first win about funding. His second win around February, we got him up to like 123K in funding, and he has his car, so he's launched by March. Like, that's that's still a fast paced way to start a business and start creating revenue. Some people that start a business, I mean, it took me 2 years to get to where I'm at, to where I can mentor you guys and have a business that creates a lot of money, right? Like it is the shortcut, right? Even though if it is a couple months, but um it's still something that's up to you. We can go get the cars and make money. I mean, if you make it, I get it. The credit's super important, but you kind of already have credit. I know where you're at. You kind of already have
Yeah.
some credit. You're kind of in a position where if you're using it for the business, it's still okay. You already have some credit. Corey already had some credit. There's people that already had credit, and they're like, "Well, damn, that is taking a bit longer than what I expected. Let me just go. Let me go get the cash flow." If you don't, if you're getting 10K a month off the cash flow, I mean, is the credit really that important right now? Or is
Yeah.
10K every month more beneficial to you?
I
You get
mean,
what
it's
I'm
10K
saying?
right now.
You gotta, so you
But
gotta,
if it goes, with the pairing, then I'm okay to wait and do, the pairing. Can you give me some water?
yeah. I mean, and that's one of them things you just gotta revisit. Like you gotta you gotta sit back, look, and be like, damn, do I really? This could take at least another couple months, or damn, I'm ready to get started. I'm a person that's like Corey pulled the trigger, bro. Like he's like, man, I'm ready to go. Like, hey, what do I need to do? I'm ready to get these cars. I'm ready to start making some money. Some people are just like Jeremy's the same way. You ready to rock and roll. Some people just not patient. Jeremy didn't even wait on the funding. He did his own funding. Like he
Yeah,
used the,
I can believe.
he used the course material. I mean, he used the course material. He went and got his own funding, and then he got his cars. Like he hit the ground running. That's the only way you're gonna win. That's the only way you're gonna be successful. So, but if you have a mission and you stick to it, you're gonna be good because you're gonna have the guidance. You're gonna have the mentorship. You're gonna have the connections. You're gonna have the guidance. I think Jeremy came back and circled. But when you're here, you're here. You ain't gotta ever worry about bad credit again. You're on the team. We're always going to fix your credit. I'm not firing the credit team. So guess what? If
No.
Jeremy has a late payment or Corey has a late payment because of slow money, hey Trevor, man, I got a late payment. Can you handle it? Yeah. Don't abuse the system, right? But I understand business owners are going to go through stuff. You've already invested here. You always got that. You always got our banker connections. This is your shit now, right? This is a hand. Here it is. That's what it is. It's more about that. It's not like I've always shown up, bro. I've always shown up. I've been late sometimes, but I've always shown up. If you ask a question, it may be 24 hours later, it may be 48 hours later, but I'm always gonna show up. Like because I feel like I would be failing you if I didn't. Sometimes I'll tag somebody else if the question doesn't refer to me because I don't want to give the wrong information. I don't want to. I'm at the point to where I'm making sure my mentees are good. I'm making sure there's a lot of you out there that have Turo fleets that are booming in business and got it running. I need to make sure that you're doing that right because I'm the best in the business when it comes to that. All my connections, that's just a part of the process to make you better, to make you grow and make you scale more, right? But I got to be present in that. I can't, it ain't my job and it's not throwing any type of shade or anything, but it's not my job to answer a marketing question. It's not my job to answer a credit question, a dispute question. It's not my job to answer a funding question. But if they're not answering, yeah, I need to know so I can, hey, let me get you some answers. Let me get you some results. Then I can step in as a founder, a CEO, and do what I'm supposed to do. But this right here is my bread and butter. What are we talking about with Turo? Do you want to, this is what's replaced people's 9 to 5. This is what's brought people 6 figures a year just having asked. This is what brought people into entrepreneurship to begin with. If not, you're going to be the normal person that continues to go work a job. Create the income that you were going to create at that job, and then you don't need the job. Or you can keep the job and double dip. It don't matter. You can do this with having a job. You could do this while you're in school. It's automated if you run it right. So, that's the loophole and the glitch to this shit, right? You ain't never got to worry about fucked up shit again. Let's Go Hustle ain't going nowhere. I don't plan on closing shop on this business and selling this bitch out. This is my shit. That shit on the wall. That shit about to be tatted. Like this is my shit, right?
It's that passion in your voice.
Man, it's it. It's gonna be tatted right here. Boom. Go ahead, Corey. I see you came off
I
mute.
got one
Somebody
for
had their
Jeremy,
hand
man.
raised.
What's up?
One of y'all, is that you? Go ahead, Corey. I think, and Jeremy, I'll go to you. I think you had your hand raised, but it went down.
My bad. I was just gonna ask Jeremy. You said he went and got his own funding. I was wondering if he did that Chase 150K play or not. If you got that.
I'll be honest with you. So I don't know how, but um I have 200K in loans that I finance through all kinds of credit unions. I don't recommend everybody do that unless you know what you're doing because I buy cars, I buy them low value. That's why I consult now. All my vehicles are low value, low end. But one thing I don't have is what you guys are going to have, and that's capital, right? I'm running out of capital. That's why I'm partnering with people to try to build capital. I got one credit card in the business name. I use that for my business, and I'm running a six-figure business almost. So I have personal credit cards I could use that are 20, 30 grand, right? Just been blessed with credit. I've been in the Navy 27 years, but I'm not trying to use those, right? I'm gonna tell you, just follow the play, run the play the way it is. Um, One of the biggest reasons I didn't take the auto loans and all or the loan financing was because I was scared of the interest rates and I didn't know any better and all that. And I was scared of the funding fees and I thought it was a scam and all this. And I had to educate myself, right? I really had to educate myself to learn how to be an entrepreneur. And then the only reason I'm making it now is because I'm a veteran and I got grit, right? This
I'm
isn't
with you,
like
bro. I'm right there.
you guys need to go on Turo. If you look on Facebook, man, there's so many people badmouth Turo and they don't talk about good about it and they don't have a mentorship value. They people provide wrong questions and answers to them. So just follow that process, wait for that process, right? If you can fund the vehicles in the business name, just fund the vehicles in your business name. Because remember, who is liable for those vehicles in those vehicles when I personally funded those vehicles? I am, not my business, right? So I got four. I don't know. I got so many teams, five in the business and four in the personal. I think it's the other way around. But you know, with interest rates and watch the economy, it's dropping, right? The interest rates are changing, things are happening. So you just use the system for what it's worth. I can't say it enough because having capital under you as an entrepreneur, if you know what to do with that capital, is going to change your life. If you're waiting and you're patient about it, what's your plan now, right? What's your plan now to build your business? Because Turo is your business, but that's a business model. But what's your model, right? Behind me is my website. I'm proud of that, right? I built it from the ground up. It's been 6 months, right? What are you building now? When Trevor was and I was in the process, I was building a website. I was trying to do a lot of different things, right? What are you guys doing right now to build your business, build your brand? Because that brand is what Turo's going to recognize. And then you can flip it to private rentals and you can do rent to own payments, right? And that was all the blueprint that I needed from Trevor to do the job. But, you know, you really got to, follow the blueprint. And the funding piece is one thing I wish I could have did a little bit over because I think I'd be in a little bit better position. But luckily, I've had people that have been in my life networking. IULs are a huge play. We can talk about them later, but man, huge, huge deal for entrepreneurs. So please don't rush the gun if you don't need to. But if you can afford to go out, I made six figures. If you can go out and afford to buy two personal car loans, and you want to put them on the market, go for it. But just make sure you're setting yourself up and your family for success. Don't sell yourself short.
Yeah, Jeremy hit it on the spot. You're not used to those things as a business owner. You're not going to get personal. You're not going to get rates that you would get on a personal side. It's a business. They don't even know the business. It's brand new. They don't even know who the hell you are. So when you get a 4%, 7% interest rate on the personal side, you're not going to get that on the business side. But being a business owner and in the entrepreneurship mindset and world, who gives a fuck about the interest? Because you're in charge of your price. You're in charge of your business. Just charge it back within the business. If it's 13% and you don't want to pay the interest, that's 13% of your profits that's taken away. Just charge 13% more on the price. Now the vehicle is no longer $83 a month, it's $97 a month or whatever you have, however you have to flip it to make it beneficial for you. It's no longer it's sometimes it's a little bit more harder. You're not going to get the best rates and you're not going to get the best things because you are a business owner now. And that what you're going to do is just like Jeremy said, you're building that business up. You're building that business credit up. Then when you're making so much money, you can only sign for the business. You don't even have to PG it anymore. Your business is reputable. Your business holds weight. That's how you start these big corporations and these big chains of like, now you can go get $1 million from the bank and build a fucking whole neighborhood, right? Sorry, Amy, you got kids in the car. Excuse my language, but that's how you build these empires. That way you're so fundable because your business is built so they lend more money to businesses than they do the personal, right? So I mean, you definitely have to Jeremy hit it on the spot. Like you just gotta adjust to entrepreneurship? What are you doing right now to prep? If you're not ready for funding yet and you're not ready for your fleet yet, if you're waiting on one or another, what are you doing right now to prepare for that? Are you posted on Facebook? Hey, I'm about to start I'm about to start a rental car business. If you need cars or you need somebody that needs car or you know somebody that needs cars, look, we don't do any credit checks. You can get in these wheels. What are you posting? What is your brand going to be? That way you can transition off the Turo platform. Turo is that's your it's the start for you guys who are getting into it, but it's actually going to transition into the backup. When you don't have a private renter or somebody renting to own it, you let Turo market it and get bookings on it. My goal is to not have. I got 7 unlisted. I've already took 30 off the platform, and I got 7 unlisted. I'm not even listing them. Matter of fact, I can't even list new stuff because I ain't even attended the webinar to get stuff back listed because I don't care. They're on private rental, and I make way more money off of private rental and rent to own. Rent to own is the best play there is. You can literally start out on Turo, get your first couple clients, that reputation, and build that rapport with those clients and be like, you know what, I trust you. Damn, you rent from me, bro. This is about the 5th time you rented from me. You don't have wheels or what? Like, no, man. Man, look, Turo is smacking you right now on fees. You're paying an extra $300-400 every time you book with me. Check this out. Come directly to me. I'll let you get this car monthly, bro. $900 a month. $1,000, whatever you're gonna know your car. That's just throwing numbers, right? And then they're probably gonna say yeah because they're probably spending more than that anyway. 2 bookings that month, they've already paid $1,000 anyway, and they still need a car to book from you. I have people that extend. I'm like, bro, do you just want the car? Like, you're gonna extend every time. You might as well I'll let you rent to own it. You know what I mean? And then you could choose. If you don't want it, you can turn it in at the end of the year. Or, if you break, just make sure you give me a 15-day notice, like before you break the contract, so I can find another renter, or you can keep it for another year. We'll renew it. I'll drop your price. Now you're no longer 1,500, man. You give me 1,200 a month. You already showed me that you're reputable, bro. Like, because you're gonna have that wiggle room anyway, and you got a whole year. You're building up more clientele, getting more money from the new people, right? Like, that should be the ultimate goal, to start on Turo, feel the money like, damn, this is pretty damn good. Turo, you might go crazy with Turo in your area. You might not need to do private rental or rent to own, but you should always want to get 100% of your profits. Turo's just the guaranteed bookings. You're going to get guaranteed bookings with Turo, right? And then boom, you move them off. Now you got 100% of your profits. Scandy Rides, just like Mr. Jeremy or whatever your business is called. You got you a business. Now you're building that rental car business so you can, get 100% of your profits. Go ahead, Corey, and then I'm gonna let you address that, Jeremy. What you just put. Go ahead, Mr. Corey. Did you have something from earlier?
No, I'm good, bro. Jeremy, we already talked about it.
Okay, bet. Do not use Turo bullshit. Pricing model doesn't work. To get yep. Yeah, pick your prices. You know what I mean? Like, Jeremy, you can hit on it, man. You've been in here. You've been doing it. Give them some game, bro. That's what this is for.
I'll just be honest. I'm on Turo every day, right? I look at pricing weekly. Um, I started low, and then I got clients I didn't want, right? But I established some clients. I found an area, airport pickup, stuff like that was big for me. I had to move. I'm 50 miles away from my business, fully automated, right? I have employees, right? And that worked for me. But the client pricing tutorials they use, you got to read those, because if you go on Turo, what Turo does, they're going to do a few things, right? You're going to get your vehicle on there, right? And all that training. It's going to automatically put you on a 75% plan. You do the math on 75%, right? It's ridiculous. Second of all, it's going to set your pricing for you. What business owner wants this price set for them? That's a business owner ain't going to last very long, right? You need to set your prices the way the market looks. Go look for power hosts, Turo, whatever the hell they're called, all-star hosts. This is different now. Everybody's been removed because of clientele, and Turo is changing the game, right? I think Turo, what they're doing is getting rid of individualities of people that just want to put a vehicle on there, and hopefully they can get some money on it, to where they want business owners, right? And what I mean by that is your vehicles have to be clean. They got to be ready to go. They got to be maintained, or you're going to be off Turo in a week. They put me in a penalty box for a flat tire that wasn't even my fault. So you have to
Yeah,
know.
I remember that.
I called Trevor, and Trevor was like, "Yeah." but I called them back and I had good clientele and I established it and I was able to get back in the game. But I was really surprised how fast that can happen. So, those things are really important. But your pricing, think about the vehicle you have and who you want driving your vehicle. Because you see a lot of clients say, oh man, they smoking weed and doing all this in my vehicles. Yeah, people paying 100, $125 a month or whatever, a day or per day for a really nice vehicle. Maybe it's your best ride, like Trevor talks about your luxury ride. You don't want just somebody just driving that thing, right? Because it's not going to last. Um, my 2021 Model S didn't rent out for almost 4 weeks. Next thing I know, I got a client renting it. He works at Amazon. He's had it since December 31st. And he's Amazon is paying this ride and he pays $113 a day. And I've actually even raised the price because I don't give a shit about Amazon. They get plenty of money, right? I've raised the model price in there. I told him I did it, and he still booked it for the next week. So those things they don't teach you, right? But we're up to like $6,500 on a one car,
Yeah.
right? And that's a blessing. I won't lie. That's probably not normal, but yeah, that 2021 Model S. And guess what? Everybody says don't do unlimited miles. Well, I put that unlimited miles. He has yet to lose that privilege because I'm very direct on automations. Hey, if you want to go over my miles, that's fine. You can do it one time. You're never going to rent for me again,
Yeah.
and that helps, right? So you got to look at, how are you going to bring in your clientele? Because yes, it's a business model. Yes, it's advertising, but man, there's a lot more to it. But make sure you look at your pricing and price where you want to price your vehicles. And when people ask you your prices, tell them why you're a little higher. Hey, I provide a world-class 5-star experience. I'm Lux Rides. You ain't gonna get nothing better than this, right? Sell your product.
Yeah, make sure you, like Jeremy was saying, make sure you target your audience, bro. If you got if you got an S-Class Mercedes on that bitch for $80 a day, you're gonna get an $80 ass customer in your car, in your S-Class, ruining your shit, right? So I get it, everybody wants the money, right? Everybody wants to make the money, make the money. That might be a car that you put on there really high, or you find a private renter to rent it, or you give it, if it's blacked out, give it to Uber X, and let them blacked out cars and let him ride share rent from you. A lot of them people want to do that part when it comes to Lyft and Uber, but they don't have the car to do it. Get you some black Escalades, put them in there. Now that ride share driver is going to pay you $400 a week for it, or whatever it may be. There's so much you can do because you have the assets now. All you have to do is be creative on ways to make money with it. The right now you only have your personal car, so you don't think of it like in that capacity. But when you got 4, 5, 6 of them sitting in your driveway, hey, let's get them out. Let's do what we can do to get them pushed out so we can make money for them. And at a minimum, you got to think about the minimum. The minimum, as long as you make your payment, you're good, because guess what? Somebody else is paying your credit. Your credit's skyrocketing. Your business credit is getting paid off by somebody else. I was ready to send cars away. Like, I got deals to where I make money, which is great, but damn, you're going to pay all my, I don't have to, I just got 30 cars that I don't even have to pay for. Now my credit gets the positive end of that. Like, somebody just paid off 30 cars on my profile. Thank you. Like, who wouldn't want that, bro? Putting you, they're putting you in the game, and then you can leverage that stuff, right? You can leverage that profile. Like, your business and your personal credit is just gonna skyrocket due to that, right? You got something, Corey?
Yeah, I just got for both of you guys, right? When you first start out, right? Because I mean, I put my personal vehicle on there a couple months ago just to get familiar with the platform or whatever, right?
Mhm.
But I mean, I've got 0 bookings, and obviously I didn't really want them. I had my truck priced like way high. I was just doing it to get the experience of using it. But now I'm getting these vehicles in hopefully next week or this weekend, whatever. What's the secret to the Toro algorithm, right? How do I get my listings pushed to the top of that list without setting that low ass price limit?
I started a little low, not super low, right? It just depended on the car. I started super low. I offered free airport delivery this for like the first 3, 4 months. I did it this way. Like, I'm making money. I'm maybe making anywhere from like, 800 to 1,200 profit per car per month. But I mean, it was beneficial to me to build that clientele, right? So I had the prices a little bit lower than everybody else. If I got a similar car and it's 60, okay, I'm going to be 52, right? I offered free airport delivery. I offered, hold on. Oh yeah, the 10% lifetime So you book with me one time, you get 10% lifetime discounts. You'll always get 10% for a lifetime on any future booking with me. I did that. Damn,
But that 10% thing, that's not really like that's off the books. That's like not on the platform though, right?
No, it is on the platform. So after a customer books with you, when you rate them,
Yeah.
after you give them a 5-star rating, it'll say you got to scroll down, it'll say percentage for next trip. Just click 10% every time. Soon as you rate them, click 10%. But you want to have that in your listing that you offer that. Like your listing needs to be what pops. Like your bio needs to be what pops. Like we're a veteran owned business. Me and my wife started. I made it catchy, right? Me and my wife, and it's in my like if you go through that part of the the mentorship and the course materials, you can see how I do it. And I'm gonna be honest, I haven't done that. I'm not worried about that per se now. There's so many other people that are out here winning on Turo that could tell you their strategies and stuff too that work. But you can always go back and look at what the foundation was. I beef everything up. I make everything catch the eye. I make everything appealing for someone that wants to book. Free airport delivery, free
Automation.
Yep, the automations, free pickups. What else was it? It was like I would drop off, like if it was as long as it was like 5 miles or closer, I would deliver it to a location. Um, there was a lot of stuff in there that within the listing alone that made it really, and I had the better cars too, right? Like I'm about to buy, and it obviously out here where we're at, right? There's only like 2 Corvettes, and I think I'm gonna buy a Z06. We're actually in the process of probably putting that in there. I'm putting a Z06 on the platform, and I'm gonna put a crazy wrap on it, and I'm gonna just undercut the dude who has. There's a white Corvette I think here and a black one. I think one's like 175 and one's like 193. I'm gonna buy a Z06, put a crazy ass wrap on it that pops, and I'm gonna put it on there for like 142. And I'm gonna get every booking because I'm just gonna follow that strategy. When you have economy cars, if you just put them on there for cheap, if you go the economy route and you offer free delivery, the more perks you add, the better it looks. You can go to the beach in it. You can. There's a cooler in this one. It's 4-wheel drive. There's a cooler. This one has floaties in it. And the better you make it look, the more people are. You got to be as convenient as possible. We wash the car. We offer the car. We wash it for you. Don't have to worry about washing when you return it. We wash it. Like obviously, if you're just gonna get a membership at Mister or something and just run it through, right? But shit like that is what you want to do. You almost want to be like, you almost want to make. It's not like a yes man in it, but it's more like a hey, I'll do whatever I need to do to get this customer. Because after that first booking and they get that first automation and they know that they can get 10% off for a lifetime, they're not going to go anywhere else because they're going to look at this price and be like, damn, oh shit, I can pay 10% less over here. I'm gonna just go with him every time. You just got to get that first booking in, and then you build that clientele. Hey, how you doing? Look, my name's Corey. Look, anything you need, I got it. Contact me if you have any issues. I do promotions. I give lifetime discounts if you book with me because no one else knows how to really run the Turo business like me out here. I give future bookings. I was giving everybody a little like a little 4x6, like a little card, and it had all my social media on it. I was like, hey, use this. Follow me on social media. Whenever I get the follow, tell me 10% in the DMs, and I'll lock you in for the lifetime. Anything. But now they're following you. Now they're becoming a friend. So they're like, damn, I'm gonna rent from my homie. I got people that be coming out of town back into my hometown in Shreveport. They're like, hey man, I'm in town. You got any cars? I'm like, bro, I don't even live there no more, man. I was like, I can send you to somebody though. I got a rep out there. I'll send you to somebody because I'm big about networking and sending money to people and making sure people can have, can get cars and shit, right?
That was it, man. I just trying to figure out how to get that algorithm and get towards the top of that list to get those first couple bookings in, man. Yeah. Hey, if I drop you one or two of my listings in Discord, you check them out and give me some advice on them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, drop them, bro. That's what this is for. That's what I'm there for, right? You could drop it to me, send one to Jeremy, put both of ours together and see whatever's working, you know what I mean? And we'll go that route.
Sounds good. Thanks, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I had a quick question for you.
Go ahead, Danny.
All right, so I don't got any cars yet. I'm working on it. I got a couple crap things to clean up.
Mhm.
So for the pickup and drop off, right? So how do people do that? Is it getting somebody else to take you doing two cars? My question is, I'm trying to figure out different strategies in my head, before I get started and everything.
Mhm.
Have you ever heard of somebody getting a trailer and just dropping cars off with a trailer? Is that a thing? Do people do that?
What do you mean, like dropping it off to the guest?
Yeah, yeah. Guess airport, just
No,
whatever.
you'll just take them up there, you yourself or a runner, if you hire a runner or whatever. I would just take it up there. Like obviously, if they're flying in at 3 in the morning, I'm not going up there at 3 in the morning. Before I go to bed, I'll just take the car to the airport, have my wife pick me up or lift back or Uber back, whatever I gotta do. I'll drop the car off before they even start, and I'll let
Yeah,
them,
yeah.
hey, your car is in short-term parking, A37. Key is in the glove box, car is unlocked, ready to go. You can leave it. No one's gonna steal a car from the airport, right? And if they
No.
do, you're just unlucky. But
Do you always use somebody else though, or because I was thinking about like with Uber, where I left that from the airport, it's like a $60 Uber ride. Like I
yeah,
can't.
I mean, friend, family, I go down the line, bro. If I'm trying to get that money, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
If it's just an airport delivery and I know I'm about to make $600 and the car note's 400, I'm gonna figure it out.
yeah.
Like I'm gonna go down the line. If my wife it helps. Obviously, I got a spouse, so she can help, right? Like, hey, babe, put the kids to bed, lock the door. We about to go. I got to go drop this car off. Help me out. So she's always been a great teammate to have, right? You want your spouses or your significant others to be a part of this with you. That's gonna be your help, right? That's gonna be you can't do this. You can't build no business on your own, bro. It don't matter what anybody says. Elon Musk, as rich as he is, he only gets 8% of Tesla because he has so many partners. Jeff Bezos only gets 4% of Amazon because he has so many partners. If you want to become big and you want to become really wealthy and you want to grow to the max potential, you have to create partnerships. You have to have a team and you have to do this. That's how Let's Go Hustle was created. I got partnerships, I got teams. I got teams that are out here helping people, benefit people, make money. My credit guy is my friend. Okay, hey, credit, do it for my clients. This is my business plan. Oh, you do marketing? Let's do this. Oh, you create LLCs? Let's add this to the bag. Let's do this. Like you got to create partnerships in order to grow and scale. So, having friends, family members, or whoever, like, hey man, I got to go to the airport at like 9. Can you trail me up there, or can you pick me up? I got to drop a car off. Yeah, yeah, cool. I got you. Boom, 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 and do it that way. You don't want to trailer it. It's just a lot of money, and I just seems like a lot. If you're a person that has a trailer and can do it all day long. Yeah, whatever is the best for you. I just haven't heard of. I mean, it's actually a dope idea. If I was a guy that knew how to do a trailer and all that, but like, damn, getting it on the trailer, tying it down, driving it, that's already sounds like too much for me. I ain't trying to do none of that. My dad's country, he might do some shit like that, right? Like he do horse training. He a horse trainer, so he do all that trailer shit, bro. You bring that in front of me, I'm gonna be like, man, what the fuck? You gonna show me what to do? I might pay somebody to do the shit, bro. I don't know nothing about that. I don't even know how to reverse a trailer, bro. I had that bitch jackknife. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's just me. So I create the partnerships for a reason, bro. I like to have help and throw them a little money, slide them something, be like, hey man, you get a free rental on the weekend, bro. You could take my vet out this weekend for date night. You know what I mean? Like, can you help me out though? Do what you got to do. You got assets now. You can leverage that shit. I leverage all my assets. My runner don't even get paid. He just drives his dream car for free. He don't have to pay his car note. He drives my car. I pay the car note. I pay the insurance. We're good. Make sure my cars get to the airport. Make sure they get checked in and checked out for each guest. That's all you got to do. Keys are in the mailbox. Come grab the key before the next trip starts. I mean, you got to run these plays, bro. Run these plays. Don't condense yourself.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, thank you. I was just
Hey, Trevor, if I could, man, interject.
What's
Hey,
going
Danny.
on, Marcus? Good to see you, bro.
Hey, man, likewise, man. Good to be seen.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you here, man. You different, bro. You
Hey,
different.
man. Hey, God is good. That's all I can say. Hold on.
Let's get
Wait,
it.
wait, wait. But Danny, I was gonna tell you, man, you could actually use the delivery fee. So I just figured out how much it was gonna cost me to get back to my house or to get back to where I need to get.
mhm.
And I just added that fee to the delivery fee plus, a convenience fee. So I'm charging like $60, even though it only cost me $20 to get, drop the car off and then drive, get Uber back home. So so it worked out for me that way. I just play the game, use all that to your advantage.
And I was even thinking about maybe gonna see if I could rent some like parking space out by the airport because I'm in like north of Cincinnati. I'm like 40 minutes from both airports, Dayton and Cincinnati. So it's like that Uber ride is high.
Okay.
You ain't even got to do that. Hey, Marcus, I appreciate you. I obviously forgot.
I do appreciate it.
The delivery fees is obviously that's a give in. You still got to pay it up front, but you get it at the end of your trip, right? So you're going to get basically reimbursed. That's what we got the credit for, right? That's what we're using the credit for. We're not trying to tap into our liquid money. But Danny, that brings up a point. Damn, I just lost it. What was we talking about? Oh, airport. Man, don't rent no slots. They're gonna tax the shit out of you, bro. Just park them in long-term parking, bro, and just leave them up there. If you know a $700 trip is coming in the next 2 days, drop it off up there like a day prior or whenever you get a chance, and just pay the long-term parking.
I was thinking like the Sunoco down the street, like with the I was thinking like a local gas station or something. Talk to the owner. Like, hey,
you could, or a grocery store by the airport, you could do that play. My craziest play was this, and it's in the automation. So if you're in there and you check the automations for the airport one, this is the play. You could Marcus, don't leave either. I gotta holler at you about something. But you could
all right, I got you.
All right, you can run the play to where you tell the client, like, hey, the car's been there for a couple of days. Just tell me what the parking fee is, and I'll pay it. They'll say, hey, it's $20. I just cash app them $20 because it's going to happen vice versa. When they drop it off, I'm going to have to pay the $20 to get it out anyway. So you just kind of talk to your guests. You got to be communicating with your guests and let them know these kind of things like, hey, the car's been there waiting on you. Your flight was delayed for 2 days. So you're probably going to have a $40 parking fee. Just send me the receipt and I'll send you the money. Don't tell them cash. Just say I'll send you the money, and then you text them and say how much. You send it to them cash app or whatever. Any money that you're trying to transact off the platform, you got to do it in text. You can't do it over Turo.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm not in it yet, so I figure it out. The first time, a couple of months. It's like with anything until you're like doing that, like you really. It's hard to. Some things are, you don't know it until you know it. So.
Yeah, that's crazy. People like, and that's where sometimes limiting beliefs start to happen. Like you get in your own head, bro. We're all guilty of it. Like we're like, damn. Even about investing in something, we're like, damn, that shit ain't gonna work. You get in your own head thinking it ain't gonna work. You don't never know until you do it, bro. You have to start doing it because you're gonna develop a system that works for you. Like you're gonna be like, damn, this works really well. This is pretty fluid. I'm just going to do it this way every time, right? You're going to know what makes the most sense. You're going to know who your runner could be like, okay, this family member is, okay, damn, like they clutch. They come through every single time. Like you're going to develop that stuff as time goes. So, yeah, you got to get in the game, bro. Just getting in the game and running the play is how you're really going to come up with the best system. Not everything I did was right, the right way. And I'm going to tell you the ways that I did it to be successful, but my way may not be right for your way. You may be in a whole nother place, a whole nother state, a whole different fleet of cars. You might have different rules. You might not want people to, I don't give you smoking my shit. I'm just going to charge your ass a smoking violation. Give me $150 extra. Smoke if you want. I'm going to throw some smoke spray in there and we on to the next one. Like some people are like, oh, I'm never renting to them. Bro, who gives a shit? It's a business. It's a car that you're going to make money off of anyway. Somebody might take your stuff out that night and smoke in it and not pay you shit. You can get some money from them smoking in your shit, right? Like, so, I mean, you just got to come up with systems and do it. Like everybody's different, right? Always get them in the text. Always get them in the thread. When something happened, do not let them text you. You carry that conversation in Turo so you're always protected. Always have your conversations that benefit you in the business in Turo's chat. Any sideline money or plays you're trying to run off of Turo. If it comes to protecting your asset and they text you, hey man, I had a blowout. Don't even respond right there. Go straight to Turo. Hey, we heard you had a blowout. Is everything okay? You get everything tracked in there, bro. That's the most important thing.
Did you use a different phone line, or did you give people your personal?
No, no, you just text them through the messaging on there. You could text them, so you just text them right there. It'll automatically.
But like off Toro though, or
Yeah, off Turo if you're running any side money and shit.
yeah.
Yep. Mr. Marcus, you still there? Down in
Yes,
this.
sir. I was handling these kids. So.
I ain't saying no Mr. Marcus. I ain't saying that shit. Marcus. Hey, look. Check me out. What is somebody said they're like they booked a call with me. I ain't gonna put his name out, but he said he was gonna contact you. And if I got to message you to remind you, booked a call with us today. They didn't go through any of the confirmations. They only confirmed the first day when they booked the call. They booked the call. They did the first automation, but then we have systems, bro. We have systems because people try to come join us all the time, right? My shit ain't for everybody. If you're
Right.
not somebody who's going to be serious, be proactive, take action, do these, and you're not qualified to do business with me, I don't want to do business with you. So he don't confirm today. He don't text. There's not even a number on there. And he's like, oh, you cancel my call. Like, bro, first off, you didn't confirm. I'll give you a little bit of, I'll give you a quick read. That way you can kind of, but
Oh
I
yeah.
assumed he was your people.
No, I know who you're talking about.
Okay, yeah. So
I'm
then
gonna call him as soon as we get off the line. Right, bro? Don't do me like that.
yeah, because he was like, he was basically saying like, oh, wasting my time. I had this call booked, and y'all sent me a flood of messages to confirm, made me reply with random words, and then you sent me a message saying that the call is canceled before it even started. Y'all aren't serious. I put, bro, you didn't
Wow.
confirm, you didn't respond, you don't have a number in here, bro. You look like an internet scammer. You look like somebody I don't want to talk to anyway.
Got you. And
Like,
then he ain't said nothing to me about it.
well, his last message was obviously like, check your records. I did respond to the silly little confirmation messages I had to do. It's quite unprofessional operation. Motherfucker, I want to know if you're going to show up.
All right. No question.
If I'm going to end what I'm doing in my day to come on Zoom and dedicate time to you, I need to know if you're going to be there.
No
Like,
doubt.
people don't show up all the time in businesses, right? Oh, then he said our time is all valuable. I'll reach out to Mr. Marcus Jones oh, maybe he's talking about Marcus. I'll reach out to Marcus at Allegiant and let him know. Okay, maybe he's talking about Marcus Haney.
Marcus Haney. Yeah. But I did throw somebody your way though. So when you said that, I'm like, bruh, like, come on.
Well, the one you sent my way, he moved forward. I think he did. I just gotta we'll double tap on it and be
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Never mind. Are you talking about when people say Marcus, I'm like Marcus Jones.
Yeah.
Like,
Name is too common.
Hey, yeah, look, you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what other questions we got? I know we got some more out there. I know there's some that
I have a
up.
question.
Go ahead. iPhone. I don't know your name, so don't. I'm just gonna say.
Oh, it's Nieves.
Oh, what's up, Nieves?
Yes, hi. So back to the LLC, forming the LLC. Now I was getting ready to do the Wyoming LLC because I'm in the credit process and I just opened up the Chase account and I already have the Bank of America account. So I'm getting ready to do the LLC process, but I don't know what to do now since you said that.
You haven't created the LLC yet?
No.
Okay, just stand by on it because I'll give you the new play that we're gonna run. Like send me a message. Just do it tonight and tomorrow. So send me a message tonight. Say reminder with LLC. Send me one tomorrow. What's the word on the LLC? That way I can make this connection and tell you where to get your LLC at, and then we'll run it that way. Wyoming's still good to have. If you got money for a couple, there's no need to not have multiple LLCs. Like I always say that it's always a good thing to have multiple. That's multiple chances for funding, right? So when I got my funding, right, I used, man, I went and got 10 LLCs. I just did it because I was like, I can get money on all these, right? And I wanted to use the bank's money to do so. So, but send me a reminder and I'll give you the play to run with that. We're going to hold off on Wyoming just for a little bit. It has nothing to do with funding or anything like that. It just has to do with the dealer connecting, getting your cars out there. It's just a little bit of a delay, and I don't want you guys to experience that delay.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Because Corey, you got same day when you sent your stuff in. Did he have your answers and stuff that day, approvals, or was it like what?
Yeah, I don't know if it was exactly the same day. I mean, he was working 3 and 4 vehicles at a time. So
Okay.
I was getting back, what's his partner there, Tyler. the one that was doing all the paperwork. So he might have got the approvals, but I wasn't getting a word from Tyler like, hey, it's ready to sign type thing.
Tyler's ass, bro. That's him. That not our Tyler community.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the dude at the
Different Tyler.
dealership. Yeah, that dude, bro. I rock with Claude. Claude is the guy. He's the guy. But Tyler is he's a Tyler. He's a Tyler. If you've seen commercials about a Tyler, he's a Tyler. He's like, I'm gonna do it on my terms. So
Hey, I know you're gonna put the new thing together for the LLC or whatever, but I just drop it because it seems like there's quite a few people in here from Florida. I followed Kane's when I set mine up through Sunshine was my registered agent, and same thing. Like I had that back that same night, all approved, everything like that. I think I did 230, 240, something like that was to set everything up. And I know Danny's asking a lot of questions about some like phone lines and stuff like that. Their registered agent service, if they're in the Florida area, it was top notch. They just improved all their like infrastructure too for like setting up WordPress and the website. I know I put that somewhere the other day, but that was all done through Sunshine. What is it? Sunshine and Corporate Filings here in Florida for anybody that is looking for something in Florida.
drop that in because you don't even have to be in the state that you live to operate. You know what I mean? So drop that website and put it in Discord along with your other. Put it in Discord so I can take a look at it and check it out. But you said 240, and was that with the BOI? So it'll probably be cheaper.
Yeah, yeah. I had done the BOI at that point.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, yeah, that's around, that's around the same price point. And if it's same day as well, or same or next day is still good, and they can push Florida LLCs the way they did with you. I mean, that's the play we're gonna run.
I think I did my LLC that night. By that next morning, that was already good to go. Dropped the EIN with the IRS or whatever, and within 24 hours, I had everything all set up.
So Nieves, that might be the play, and I already know it's confirmed because Jeremy told me that his went through right away. Florida LLC ready to go. So that might be the play that we run, Nieves. I'll give you that clarity though for sure. I'm gonna look into it.
Okay, thank you.
But you have testimonial and proven facts that he's already done it and has already got the dealer connect to ship them. We're ready to go.
Hey, and it's already built in for you too because Kane's already got the video step by step for going through their site or their.
Kane has the Florida LLC in the.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
He does.
Okay, then that's the one. That's the play you'll run, and I'll put that also in my LLC section as well. That way, there's a little bit of both. Thank you. Appreciate it, Corey. That's the answer.
Thank you.
Danny, go ahead. Hands raised. I see it.
Hey, I got a quick question. So I had a few LLCs set up. I was gonna set up a couple more. Has anybody ever, I heard that if you fax in the I think it's a SA4 or something like that, for the EIN to the IRS, that you don't have to put your social security number on it.
I
ever done that?
I have no knowledge on that one. Like I don't have no. I'm never trying to not. I'm never not trying to attach my social. I'm always trying to because I'm just trying to keep building my credit as much as possible, right? So I'm never trying to not attach it, but that might be posted in Skool in the questions and tag Kane Robinson. He does know he has a little bit of knowledge when it comes to socials being attached to LLCs. It has to do with credit, and he'll have an answer for it. And he may have knowledge on those forms. Kane's a real smart guy. He knows his shit when it comes to this.
I'm just gonna do it anyway, just to check it out. But yeah, it's for the EIN for taxes, so it doesn't attach. So that's what I was wondering.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. I'd hit that and then ask. Well, and if it has to do with taxes too, you might want to hit up Andreas in the community. He's the tax guy, and he has a lot of knowledge and information on that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So you can question Skool categories, questions, ask your questions, tag Kane, tag Andreas Hernandez.
Okay. Cool.
Yes, sir. What else we got? Who we got? Breeze.
I had a quick question.
Go ahead, Bo.
Hey, I actually have two, but first one, since I end up having to make a second LLC, do we have anybody in the team that does or can help me as far as setting up my business that I have one as a holding and the other one business works under for extra protection. Since I have two, I might as well use them.
Saying like, all right, say that again, like setting up
Like
like a
using
trust.
one as the one like one as a holding or what they call
Hey,
it
Trevor.
as go ahead.
Hey, bud. So, Trevor, that's what I did.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure he was talking about holdings
Oh,
and trust. Jeremy and Marcus are your guys.
yeah. So that's
They're gonna
the
start
second
blasting
LLC
that.
right here
My bad,
was what I
Jeremy. Hold on
created.
one
Oh, sorry.
second.
Go ahead.
Those guys will be, they're going to start posting more, right? They're going to start posting, but those will be those guys that help you with those type of things. Trusts, holdings, life insurance, things like that, protecting your assets. These two on my screen, they're over here. Jeremy's this way, Marcus is here. They'll be your guys. They'll post in there and they'll make sure that you guys are taken care of. They'll team up. We're not in here to compete with anybody or compete with each other. They'll team up and make sure they're both good guys. I know, you're gonna be taken care of. But Jeremy, I'll give you the floor on that.
You could have said any better. This was yeah, that's what I did. I created one LLC in Virginia just to cover out my Wyoming LLC, and it was easy. You basically use the same information you would as your Wyoming LLC. That way, you have a separate EIN number, of course, for funding, right? That's your funding name. But that's it. But there's reasons why you do that. There's reasons why you wouldn't want to do that. So we'll get into some of that later, though, for sure.
Yeah, I'll hit you up or yeah, I'll find a way to find you. If not, I'll get with Trevor to have Trevor find you and I'll get with you. Appreciate it. And the other question, Trevor, is more not a question, just, you know, we all came to this team or the school and everything to look up to you. But my question for you was, who did you look up to, or I should say, get mentored from to get where you are?
I got a couple, right? And it was super high ticket, obviously, at the time that I moved forward. And I just recently dropped another bag. That's where I came up with the packages, right? My first one was Pushman Mitch. Um, he just really knew how to leverage Turo, leverage cars, and how to make money off the Turo platform. There's another guy named, he's on Instagram. He is I am lazy CEO. His name is YJ. He's out of Las Vegas. He has 190 cars. He's actually one that took about 10 off of my hands to do his thing out there. They just showed me, basically how to really dominate on the Turo platform and how to get into the private rent to own type of thing. There's obviously Myron Golden. I made the most recent purchase his way. It was about a 65K investment. And it's what really kind of skyrocketed my business from, making, 20, 30,000 a month to over 100K a month on a normal basis, just because I've been able to learn how to not tell people like, hey, this is a $7,000 product. You either want it or not. If you can't afford it, I can't do anything for you. I was turning too many people away that probably had potential, right? That probably could bring me more value, bring me more people to network with me, bring me more clients and things like that. So he taught me how to create packages and have packages that are suitable for every single person that may come along, that may want to be able to do something with this, right? I've moved forward with Wes Watson. If y'all don't know who he is, he's got my macros dialed in. That way my, diet is right and I can stay fit, stay lean. I live in Florida, bro. I'm trying to look good on the beach, right? So I obviously get mentored by him because I go to his shit. Kane bought mentorships from him 500 and people in the credit space. We've spent probably collectively probably 200,000-300,000 on mentorships, on learning this stuff so that we can create our own systems the way we can give you guys this same game. Nobody says that you can't have this mentorship stuff right and create your own. You know what I mean? Or
Right.
partner up with us and do the same thing. That's what you buy into mentorships for, right? You can't copy and paste it and things like that, but you can come up with your own ways because we're giving you loopholes in game. And as you're in business, you're going to learn loopholes in game and be like, damn, I can do that too, right? So, Kane, with everything that he's learned, he's brought to me. Everything that I've learned, I've brought to him. So yeah, it's those are the top people that I really rock with is Myron Golden, Wes Watson, Pushman Mitch, Andy Elliott, and I Am Lazy CEO. So Andy Elliott that's what helps me just obviously with business closing, being holding authority, bro. You got to hold authority on the calls. I'm never disrespectful. I'm never rude to anybody on these sales calls. When you guys come and speak to me to move forward, you're speaking to the CEO. I don't have a lot of times I'll jump on those calls. I'll show my face when I'm out and about. I do have a team that closes these deals, right? I have to build the business. I have to be at podcast. I have to go do these things to make the brand stand out more. I don't have time to close and get on there with everybody, but I mean, I've learned how to hold authority. Everything it can't be. I love each and every one of you guys, right? But I can't. All can't be my homies. We can't all be friends because it kind of takes the authority away, and then people expect more from you. They don't look up to you as a CEO. And I've learned that kind of stuff from Andy Elliott. When I first started this, I was bringing all my homeboys in, and people like, damn, you just abused the fucking every privilege and every opportunity I gave you to change your life, get out of the streets, stop selling dope and doing what you're doing. You abused it and didn't even move forward because I brought you in as a homeboy. Now I'm more of like what I'm supposed to be from getting that mentorship. Your friends aren't going to be the ones that support you, bro. It's the strangers that are going to move forward with you, and then that's going to be a bigger impact to your life. And you're going to help them strangers out, and them strangers are going to be the ones that tell a story about you like, damn, you know what? Fuck, I haven't worked a job in 5 years because of Trevor, bro. Like him and Let's Go Hustle, man. If anything, I'm gonna give you the game and the value and the mindset that you need to really say fuck a job, bro. It really is fuck a job. I know people value the hell out of them 9 to 5s, but bro, when that 9 to 5 is gone, bro, you're gone. They don't care. If people think that they value that because they hold you in with these benefits and all that stuff. Bro, I pay for my own health care. I pay for my own surgeries. When my wife wants a new body, I pay for that out of pocket, right? My kids want things, I pay for that out of my pocket. And it even feels better that way. When my kids are sick, I go to the doctor. I take them to the doctor. Hey, is it cool if I take off because my child is fucking throwing up and in the hospital? I don't have to ask for permission for nobody, and nobody else should, right? And that's what this shit has brought, me and what I'm able to provide to you guys so you can run the exact same plays and do the exact same thing. We got children, bro. If we don't have children,
that's all I want to know because I figured everybody has to be mentored somehow, and I figured you did the same.
100%.
So I was just wondering. And I mean, now after you saying what you said, anybody on this call should feel a lot better about what they was paying for if they was on the fence, because that's we paid this chump change.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, and I don't just, it's not that I don't value what I have or my product or anything like that, but damn, 65 racks, bro, for a mentorship, 20 racks for a mentorship with Pushman, right? Like these mentors,
but everything's with its levels.
Yeah, it really is. And of course, I would love to be to that level, but I got packages now. I got a 20K package. That's for them people who, when you guys are out there booming and going crazy and making so much money, right? Like, bro, you guys are going to want more money. I have the loop. Right. I have the cheat codes for more money. So when you're making 20, 30,000 a month and you're like, damn, man, I'm at that. I need more, bro. 20,000, 30,000. I'm enjoying this lifestyle. I want to elevate my lifestyle more. If I want to go pick up and go to Disney tomorrow, I'll pick up and go to Disney. I don't have, you know what I mean? Like that's what we do. Homeschooling our kids. Our kids are here with us. So I provided that for you guys. When you guys are 20, 30K, hey, let's upgrade. You done spent here. Let's get this legendary package and let me turn you up. Now you're on podcast tours. Now you're in downtown Miami in a high rise on Brickell. Now you got a brand, a logo, a whole social media marketing. Now you got a finance company in your business so you can take clients. Like I want everybody to get to that, not because I want the difference in the money that I'm going to get and gain for the business of you moving forward, but because I'm about to level you up. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. That was the hard pill I had to learn, was that this wasn't me paying a bill or me paying you. This was me paying for my future. So once
100%.
I understood that, I was like, oh, this ain't nothing. Because I know in a couple of years it should be 10 times. I mean, so it was, but yeah, that's all I had to say. Like I said, I'm good. Appreciate it.
100%, Bo. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate for those of you that don't know, Bo came from YouTube. He seen me on YouTube and was vibing with the content that I was putting out on YouTube, the value that I was providing on YouTube. He didn't know about the community and all that stuff until he found me on YouTube, right? And then doing his research, right, did his due diligence. He knew what he wanted when he came to the call. Like, that tells me that that's somebody that, like, it doesn't tell me that, oh, I need this service. It tells me that it's somebody that already knows what I do, right? Because of what they've already gathered from watching, and they know where they want to be. It's always where you want to be. It doesn't, I try not to cut my prices down and discount my prices because I know where the value's at. Like, you're not paying this just to put money in. You're paying for this to get this in return. You're paying, if you got the championship package for $7,500, you're actually paying for, now you're going to be making $10K a month consistently because I gave you a business model, and I fucking 10 times your damn investment. You get a $50K guarantee with that. Like, it's a no-brainer. All this shit is set up to be no-brainer. So when people come on the call and they hit me with excuses, I'm like, bro, I'll be wanting to tell them, like, you're dumb. Like, you're literally dumb. I 100% can change your life. And I don't know how much more blatant I got to be with it when it comes to content and my stories and YouTube to let everybody know, like, damn, we are the cheat code. A lot of people provide a lot of services online, but this is an actual cheat code, bro. An actual cheat code to life. Just being in, you don't ever have to worry about having bad credit again, bro. Again, you can go fail your business multiple times and run it again. You can bankrupt the whole business, create another LLC, get your credit fixed, and do it again. And that's what people got to realize. It's way deeper than just like, hey, I want to start a turo business and I need funding and I need good credit. No, you need a better lifestyle, and that's what you're going to get here. You don't just don't look at what you get here. Look at what you get. Like, damn, I got wealth investment. Man, I'm teaching people wealth, like how to really invest in wealth. I'm bringing these people to the community. So a lot of people on this call don't have a real estate portfolio. Bro, I got a real estate rep in there. They're going to help you get your first real estate unit. That's life changing. Airbnb's cool, it's money, but in the real estate property is life changing. Knowing what investment stocks to invest in, that's life changing. Everything that I provide is shit that changes people's lives, because that's what's going to hold you guys to be like, damn, you know what? Hey, you gotta say some good shit about me. You know what I mean? If anything ever happens to me, it's gonna be all positive. It'll never be nothing bad. It's gonna be all positivity, right? There's a lot of things where I came from. If you know my story, then I've been through some shit. I've done some shit, right? I've bbeen through the mud and in and out of the mud, and shit is tatted on me for a reason, because I've been through that, right? But I don't want that lifestyle. I don't want them. I don't even care about that stuff no more. I don't even be trying to get down like that. I'm like, man, chill, bro. Like, I'm shit. If something happened to me, I'm losing. I'm my student. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to make sure everybody is good. So, that's what it's about. It's about being an impact in people's lives, changing people's lives. That way, everybody can win. People just come on. Sometimes people are just so selfish and they're so envious, and it's about them, bro. Partner up, make connections with people. If you've already moved forward with us, you already a partner. Send me a client, you getting paid. You know what I mean? You got a car that isn't doing well, couple months it fell, send it to me. I'll take care of it. I'll flip it to somebody else. I'm a hustler. I'm trying to make money. You don't want it, I'll get rid of it. I'm gonna make some money off of it, but I'll get rid of it, right? And that's what this is for. You got this community for that reason. What we got? I got about a couple more minutes, and then I gotta hop off. I know I've been on here for a minute for the miscommunication, but I wanted to dedicate all the time to you guys. We ain't got nothing else.
Well, tomorrow you're gonna get a text from me, so.
All right, bet. Yeah, we're gonna get active. We're gonna get active. We definitely gonna get active. And Jerome, I seen you come off the mute. I know you're stressing about some things. I got the text. You know, I see everything. I got the text, but don't worry about it. It's not you. I know you're beating yourself up for it. Like I messed up. We ain't even worry about that. You got a whole nother LLC to worry. You good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't ever stress out about, you know how many times I've messed up LLCs and then I'm like, damn, I'll just use it for something else. I might not get a lot of funding with it, but I'll use it for something else. Let me just go create another one. Oh, okay, I made $200 a day. I need to get an LLC. That's the most important thing, right? Don't get down on yourself for stuff like that. It's simple. Business. I mean, when you're in the credit process, I'm going to hold you accountable. Like, damn, I see we deleted 10 things off your profile, but you added 3 negatives, bro. What's going on? I'm going to get on you and hold you accountable because like you're hustling backwards at that point. You're causing us to do more work. We're trying to get you funded quick, but you're delaying the process because you're out there still messing up, right? Like, but I understand it. I understand life. I understand shortcomings. As long as you're accountable enough to be like, damn, you know what, my bad shit. As long as you hold yourself accountable, that's all we can do is hold ourselves accountable and get better with the race. It's not over with. There's nothing wrong with what you did. We're gonna get you right. Erica, we're gonna look you up. I know you're gonna text me tomorrow for sure. I do have the word. You got to get with Experian. I made a post in the community under the question. Oh, Sauce and Game. Call that number. Try to get through. Tell them to update it. Hey, I got a business that I'm trying to start. I'm trying to get some capital. When is my reports going to update so I can go get money from the bank?
Yeah, because I mean, I just called them. I don't even remember. I think it was on Monday, and then they finally like updated my address and all that. I mean, but you already know that. So I was literally like just waiting another week to mean maybe that's what it needs. Just it needs another week. But yeah, I'll call them tomorrow.
Yeah. Once that updates, I mean, we'll be fine because that's still the same word that I got from her. I want to make sure that we can. If we can't, we gotta tap the, you know what I mean? We might have to hit the green light on something else. Like you got a little bit of capital, we might want to get some more cash flow in. Them bills, you guys can't forget about them bills. That shit's every 30 days. So if you're barely making the cash flow, I don't know anybody's financial situation, but if you're barely making the cash flow, let's get the cash flow going. That might be the most important thing right now, right?
Right.
Because all this other shit, you already here. You already invested. You already good. You ain't got to worry about, you know what I mean? Like, you ain't got to worry about nothing else. You good. You got the A-team. You got the Avengers on your shit. That's what we is, the Avengers. But shit, everybody solid? Everybody good?
I got equipment for you.
Go ahead. Who is that? Special?
No,
Oh, yeah. No, go ahead.
Kenny, go ahead.
I just wanted to ask on that the medical insurance part you were talking about. Was that through Charles Shelton too?
Yep.
Okay. I just want to make sure because I got to talk to him probably next week. So
Yeah, he's solid, bro. He's a real solid individual. He's good, man. He's good and he can make you some money, bro. Like
yeah, a lot of people wasn't on that live and I learned a lot just off the live and then I've talked to him. So
yeah, bro. Like if you want to do a 9 to 5 because you're not too confident about the business that you may be starting, that would be one to go with Charles Shelton, bro. Them dudes is making bang, bro. It's financial, bro. Like it's what runs the world, finances.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir, Kenny. Special. I know you had something.
Yeah, appreciate it, Trev. Thank you for this platform, of course. And I did have 3 questions. 2 of them got answered through the Skool app. I was able to just search through one of like widgets on top or whatnot. So I got 2 of them answered. But my third question is, I don't know if you know, some of the vets on the call may know, when it comes to like Social Security disability, is there like a cap I can have with being a small business owner? Or is it pretty much like free range where it's like, that's my entrepreneur, side hustle, whatnot, but it's 2 different like pools or whatnot?
It's I want to mute up. There you go. So it's always 2 pools in my opinion. Why? Because my money that I generate from the business only goes to a business account. And until I file taxes or do my P&L for that business bank account and file it as income or whatever, it's really not tracked anyway. Your disability, as in the VA, that's non-taxable anyway. So I don't even really ever claim that. The way I've been doing it, because I don't really have that kind of like falls back to maybe a tax question. So you might have to ask Andreas about it, but I'll tell you how I do it, and you could probably run it the same way. I file everything on taxes. All the money I make in my business, I get a P&L of the business bank account. This business bank account for Let's Go Hustle only has what I make and what I spend on the business. I don't spend it out of this account. I don't spend it on any other bullshit. I only buy business stuff out of this account. I don't get gas or nothing out of here. We live off of credit anyway. So, but everything over here is just profit and loss. If I spent it, it was an expense. If I gained it, it was a profit, right? And then I file it along with my I got multiple. It's hard, bro. I got multiple businesses, so it's really hard. But I file everything, bro. I put everything on one. This is what I made this year. What do I owe? You know what I mean? I just do it that way, bro. That's the easiest. That's the easiest way. I owe every single year, bro. I put them on monthly payment. This is what you gonna get every month. How much? 300 for 20 years. Okay, good. It won't even be here. You know what I mean? Like I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
Like
I got you.
it's gonna be the same thing every year. You can't really, they the biggest bullies, right? The IRS, the feds, that's the biggest bullies ever. So I mean, put me on a monthly payment. I'm not gonna give you 11,000 of my money. I'm not gonna give you any of that up front because why would I give you 11,000 now just to pay my tax stuff down when I can turn that 11,000 invested in the business and make 20, 30,000 and just still only give you $300 a month. So I claim everything, all my money, and then when I file, they're gonna tell me I owe. I tell them, okay, how much I owe this? How much do I owe the state? Put it on monthly payments. Call the IRS, set up my monthly payments, put it on auto pay. Good to go.
Oh, okay. Awesome. All right. Thank you. Yeah, because I was wondering about, obviously I'm just now getting started. So just trying to get ahead of the curve that way, it's a little bit, smoother, on the back end when that time comes.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's important, right? Like, and you always remember that you always have 2 years to file. So, but that's the easy play. Some people, we're taught the wrong way. We're actually taught all the incorrect shit. Like that we're taught not how to not use credit, right? Oh, don't use credit is bad and all this other shit. Like the way you use credit is bad, right? We're taught, oh, don't put it on a monthly payment. You're gonna be paying on it, but you got a month to make the money, right? Like you can't make $300 in 30 days, bro. You can mow 4 yards and make $300, like at a minimum. You can make $300 in 30 days. So I always look at stuff on that type of scale. I got long-term investments and long-term shit, of course, but I look like stuff like this, like, damn, that bill is $700. Am I going to make 700 in 30 days? Probably, yeah, because I have a card that's going to do it, right? But I look at it that way. As long as you pay for that bill, if I close a deal today and my people want to go somewhere, okay, they paid for it. You got to look at it that way. Now that you have a business, you have customers that are paying for your stuff. You got customers that are paying for that lifestyle. If you want to go if I decide to move to, Dubai and have a mansion that costs me $90,000 a month and I'm renting it. Oh, you're renting it. You're wasting the money. I don't give a shit. I'm not paying the rent. I have a business. The business is paying for the rent. I'm living in Dubai in a high rise with gold all around me. Who cares? Sometimes we need that mental switch of that. Like rent ain't the worst thing. Everything we have is rented. Don't pay that mortgage and see if somebody come and get it. That ain't your shit, right? Like your car, don't pay your car and see if somebody don't come get it. Just because you own it, you don't own shit. Nobody owns anything. And that we're not taught that shit. We're taught the wrong information. You're renting everything. Everything you have is rented. It doesn't matter. So if you're already renting it anyway, but your mindset makes you think that you own it because you put it on your credit profile, bro, create the income and rent your lifestyle. Why do you need to own a Lamborghini? Why do I need to own a Lamborghini? I'm already in too deep with the cars anyway, so it don't matter. But if I could have flipped shit back in the day, why would I want to own the Lamborghini Urus that cost me $3,000-4,000 in maintenance and shit like that when I could just rent it and somebody else pay for me to rent it? And now I can lease the motherfucker. It's my lifestyle. I'm in a Urus. You know what I mean? Like, why do I have to own the Urus? It's a car. In 3, 4, 5 years, cars may be flying anyway. You think the Urus is going to be shit? No. Do you think your house now in 30 years from now, when you sign your 30-year loan on your mortgage, right? In 30 years, do you think your house is going to be the hottest shit on the block? No, there's going to be way better houses in 30 years. You get what I'm saying? So who cares about, of course, have that profile built up for that, that wealthy profile, right? Have your portfolio looking good. Have you a rental property, have you a property, right? Have you some cars, have you some stocks and shit like that, because you just look better. But at the end of the day, you just live life, bro. Like I live life. That's what we do. We live life. I'm in a little office right now, but I live in a, Erica's been over here. I live in a mansion. I got a big ass house, pool, hot tub, theaters, all that kind of
Hey
stuff in
man,
my house.
you got a big ass house.
Like, so I mean, and I don't even care to own this. The owner tells me all the time, do you want to buy it? Do you want to buy it? No, I don't. Why would I want to buy it? I might want to go to Miami next year. I might want to go to Vegas next year. And that's the life, that's the lifestyle we should really be living, but we're not taught that. Who can you if you could just keep running the play? I got a house I own in Louisiana. I got one in Texas. Someone pays me rent. Someone pays me rent. Okay, there goes that's about 5-10K right there. If I buy this one and rent it out, that's about 20-30K. Bro, now I'm at 40K a month. I can go anywhere. I'm already getting 40K off what I've already, you know what I mean? Like, that's how you should be doing it. You should be running the plays that way. Like, look at I looked at my house as an accomplishment when I bought it, and when I was stuck on that type of time mindset and time frame. And it's going to be a crazy switch for people to go from that to where I'm thinking at, right? It's a crazy switch, crazy reality check. But really look at yourself. Not even that. I don't even want to get into that's too deep, but that's too deep. But look, when you right now in 30 years is your house, right? You're looking at right now, is it going to be what you think it's going to be in 30 years? You get what I'm saying? Or would you rather you already own the motherfucker, have somebody pay you rent, and now go live in something and use that money to pay for what you want to be in? Because it ain't, you already own the asset. They're already paying you for your asset, which pays for what you actually want to be in, where you actually want to be. When I drive these, I got these Hellcat, I got 2 matching Hellcat 300s that my other cars pay. I don't pay for them. They're paying for what I actually want to be in, right? So that's the switch. That's what you got to do. That's deep. That's like multiple conversations and live calls to really gather that up. It's super deep. It gets super deep, bro. All your assets, protecting them with Mr. Marcus Jones and Mr. Jeremy House. Protect your assets, put them in some trusts, cash flow them things. Hey, you know what? This is the Turo business. These are these 5 cars. I want this much a month. Yeah, I own them, but let that cash flow play for what we only got one life to live, bro. And time is a very limited resource, right? So let's live it. Let's do what we always have wanted to do, right? And let somebody else pay for it. You guys are in the business world now. Let's live that life. That's deep. I gotta go out on that. I gotta go out. I got out on that one. But look, I mean, obviously, it's been a pleasure speaking to each and every one of you. For those of you who consistently show up to these calls, right, and catch these gems, catch this value, I understand the people who can't make it, they got stuff going on, work and families and children and things like that take their time. But for those of you who do come to these calls, show up to these calls with the kids in the background at the gym and things like at work, I see people tapping in right quick. I appreciate that, right? It shows you care about your financial future. It shows that you really want to get this game and get this value. If you need any mindset switches and things like that, or want to, man, you can all just go to my YouTube, bro. I let it out on the podcast. I go on podcasts, bro, all the time, and I let everything be known. I let all the game, all the glitches, all the hacks, what I do, how I live, my whole life. You can check that on them podcasts on YouTube. All you gotta do is type in "Let's Go Hustle" and you'll find it. But watch it and get that switch, and you'll really, when you start to think that way, your whole life will change, bro. I didn't think it was possible. There's a lot of things I didn't think I was possible, bro. I'm a broke kid from a trailer park, bro. Like, I grew up in a trailer park, so and now I'm here. So everything is possible. You just gotta get that mindset switch and just get to it. But I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. You guys are family. You need anything, you already know how to hit me up. Hit me in the Discord. If you're a student, you got the personal access to ask me anything. Ask questions in the community. If you come up with new codes, new glitches, new loopholes, post it in the community so you can spread the value and knowledge to everybody else. And if you have questions, you can post it in the community and somebody else may answer it. Special good job on that. Like he highlighted, you go to school and you don't have time. If you want a question that answer that you feel somebody's already asked, search at the top, insurance, and everything will come up with insurance in it. Search trackers, everything will come up, and those questions have probably already been answered. So that's how you filter it. Good job, Special, by knowing that and applying it. I appreciate all y'all, man. I hope y'all have a blessed evening. Let me know if y'all need anything. Peace.
See you.